Okay, this is a video which I hope will help somebody. It's to do with uFrame and the Angry Flappers tutorial, and it's really integrating Unity GUI and also showing some scene transitions, so very simple. If I click play, you can see there's two buttons on there from the Unity GUI. These are actually held in the menu display over here under the canvas. I've hidden the old click to pay button. Underneath the canvas you can see two buttons. Okay, let's see what happens. I click play. And game plays as per normal. If I click on menu scene, it moves to this menu scene that I've declared down here, and I'll show you how I set that up in a minute. If I click back to game, it then goes back to the main game. So it just really shows very sort of simple scene transitions that you may have seen in the other videos, but I thought I'd try and apply that to this game, so it might make it a little bit easier for somebody to learn. Okay, so let's see how I did that. So first of all, go to the elements diagram, go to the top. Okay, the first thing I did was create a new scene manager, which is this one over here, menu scene manager, and I also added a new subsystem, which is this menu system over here. Once I'd wired that together, the menu system with the menu scene manager, I then created transitions. I needed two transitions. One was from this scene, menu scene, to go back to the game. You click the back to game button, and the other one is the go to menu button, which is from the Angry Flappers main scene. Okay, so to set this one up first of all, click on menu system, and you can see the command added was go to game, so it's very simple to set up. Click on menu root, and there's a menu root view. Let's click on the menu scene, and that shows how this has all been set up. On the left hand side you can see the game manager and scene manager have been set up here. All those are done for you automatically when you create the subsystem first of all. The main camera I've taken out because you don't need it. This is a Unity GUI scene, so that has been set up to use this canvas over here, which contains a very simple panel and a button. So let's see that briefly. It's there. Okay, and you can see that this menu root view over here is very simple. It's just it puts in a view which is this one over here. Okay, it doesn't really contain very much on the surface. The next thing I needed to do was to hook up the button. Okay, so the button, once this go to game has been set up, the button needs to call that somehow, and the way I set that transition up, or the way I set it up, was in the on click to click on plus, and then I drag the menu root view, which is over here, into there, and then that, when the button is clicked, lets you choose which function you want to use. In my case it was menu root view, and this execute go to game maps onto the go to game that I set up there. So it's quite nice that it did all that without me having to write any real code at all behind it. So saving me from mono develop was much appreciated. Now the next thing I need to do, if I go back up, is go back to menu root, menu subsystem, is how did I do the transitions the other way. Again, it was very similar. So if I click on game, okay, I added a go to menu command there, and that command again was exposed in the Angry Flappers scene. Click on Angry Flappers and you can see scene as per normal. Click on there. My menu is under the menu display, so it works as per normal. It's a canvas, it's over here, and there's two buttons underneath there. The first one is the play button. I'll come on to that in a second. The second one is the menu scene. So again, when you click on click, and you click on the plus button, it was this method is exposed once I drag in the Angry Flappers game view. So there, that's over here, and this does I selected the execute go to menu, so that's already been set up once I create the command at the top. Okay, so that needed no code. The one that did need a little bit of code to tie into the existing code example for uFrame was the play button. Okay, so the play button, what I basically did was I set up another method called menu play. Okay, let's go and have a quick look at that. Okay, so menu play is identical to the tutorial, okay, except for it is not checking for the mouse button. Okay, so now I don't need to have this check in the update loop at all. Okay, instead this method is called directly from the Unity GUI button that's been set up, and that's really it. I hope it helps somebody, and that's all from me. Thanks for watching.